evening and welcome to this edition of News Leader. Today is Tuesday, March the 22nd, 2022. I'm Andrew Todd. In tonight's news, fire ravaged a strip mall in Manchester. County commissioners consider using COVID relief money for county employee bonuses, and we'll help you find out where your tax refund is at. We'll have all these stories and more on tonight's News Leader.
Hi, my name's Bobby Carter, and I'm asking for your vote in the Circuit Court Judgeship of Coffee County, 2nd Division. I grew up in Tullahoma. I attended the Citadel and the University of Tennessee Law School. After that, I served my country as an officer in the United States Navy JAG Corps. Since then, I've been a trial lawyer in Coffee County for the last 25 years. I feel that I have the legal and life experiences to protect the citizens of this county over the next 8-year term. I would appreciate your vote in the May 3rd Republican primary. Thank you all.
I was skeptical about getting the COVID-19 vaccine. There are a lot of opinions being shared. But I had the chance to talk with my doctor about my concerns. He told me the vaccines are backed by decades of research, and that the vaccines are proven safe and effective. Now I'm protected and ready to put this pandemic behind us. Join the millions of Tennesseans who have decided to give COVID-19 vaccines a shot. Visit covid19.tn.gov to find an appointment today.
We teach Parkinson's patients how to move big and not let the Parkinson's slow them down. I've had patients I've treated in-house that could not even stand up, could not roll over in the bed, left the facility walking with a walker, have come back to us in outpatient and continued their big program and are now completely, handling life. The success of the program is just phenomenal.
Let us champion your recovery. Life Care Center of Tullahoma.
Welcome back. The top story in today's news, multiple businesses in Manchester were devastated by fire early Monday morning. The fire destroyed at least 4 businesses in the Woodland Plaza at the corner of US Highway 41 and Woodland Street near the downtown square. Other businesses in the plaza sustained some minor smoke and water damage, according to fire officials. Firefighters responded at 6:15 a.m. to a fire alarm from Tolliver's Pawn Shop, which has a warehouse attached to that plaza. According to Manchester Fire Department Chief George Chambers, heavy smoke was showing when firefighters arrived and firefighters began to investigate. Billowing smoke could be seen for miles. Chief Chambers said, quote, "They started investigating, opening doors, and found fire. They started attacking it from 3 different sides, and it got into the tar roof up there, and those are dangerous buildings to be in when that happens." We had several people off duty who came, including the Manchester Police Department, EMS, and EMA were also on the scene and were of great assistance, end quote. According to Chambers, there were 30 Manchester Fire Department firefighters on the scene to battle the blaze. Chambers added that it took approximately 3.5 hours to contain the fire and that no injuries were reported. Multiple small, locally owned businesses, including Reese's Jeans Boutique, Greg Green Photography, and Most Awesome Cleaning Company, were completely gutted, Chambers said. Tolliver's warehouse also sustained some damage. Chambers said that Top Rehab and other businesses north of that and on the back side of the building may have received minor water and smoke damage, but are intact. Investigators with Manchester Fire Department, TBI, and ATF will begin investigating the cause and origin of the fire this morning. In other news, the Coffee County Commission declined to act on a motion at the March meeting that would have given each of the county's 375 full-time employees a one-time $2,000 bonus using about $800,000 of the county's $10.96 million ARP COVID relief money. At the meeting, Commissioner Joey Hobbs made a motion during an open discussion portion of the meeting. Hobbs suggested the motion at a Budget and Finance meeting, and that committee failed to recommend it to the full commission. Hobbs asked this body to approve a one-time pay across the county $844,875 of the total $14 million Coffee County is going to receive. That motion, seconded by Helen DeBellis. Speaking against the bonus, Commissioner Dwight Miller said that the rest of the county taxpayers didn't get a bonus and that any help to the employees should be part of the 2022-2023 budget discussion. DeBellis called the ARP funds free money outside the budget. DeBillis said that there were a lot of employees that weren't able to give them any compensation, noting that many county offices remained open during the pandemic to keep the government running. DeBellis said, quote, all of these employees had to come in every day regardless of COVID because there were a lot of legal documents that had to be recorded. It wasn't something that we could dash away in a box till next year to get done. This is our one way of giving back to the employees, end quote. Commissioner David Orrick also opposed the bonus, saying the fund should benefit the largest part of the county population, asking what could be done for infrastructure improvements that would help the whole citizen base of this county, and noted that this wasn't free money and everybody on the board was going to be on the hook to pay this back because it is federal tax dollars that's been given out. Commissioner Ashley Kraft suggested the motion should be presented to the full commission as a real resolution rather than an oral motion to develop from discussion, since it involves spending $800,000. Budget and Finance Chairman Bobby Bryan said that the motion hadn't been very well vetted by the committee. Bryan suggested that any money taken from ARP money for any projects is going to take away from broadband, water infrastructure, and other serious needs that have, and noted that employees were given $1.6 million overall in salary increases in the budget. Kraft made a motion to postpone the matter until there is a resolution, and it will be placed on the next full commission meeting agenda. That motion to postpone passed 16-5 with Commissioners Jimmy Hollingsworth, DeBillis, Cloud Morse, and Lynn Seaborn voting no. And after these messages, we'll be right back.
MacArthur Manor Assisted Living is passionate about creating better experiences for our Manchester seniors. Our residents describe us in a few words.
Welcoming.
When you walk through the doors at MacArthur Manor, we'll treat you like family.
Caring.
Through high standards of personalized care, we help residents live life to its fullest.
Engaging.
With a wide range of life-enriching activities, there is something for everyone at MacArthur Manor. With our residents and staff now vaccinated, call us today to schedule your safe and personalized tour.
The Bookshelf in Tullahoma is the fundraising arm of the Coffee County Literacy Council. Since 1988, the Literacy Council's goal and purpose has been to support and promote adult basic education in Coffee County. We enable individuals to complete their high school equivalency exam, which helps them get better jobs or continue into higher education. The Bookshelf at 114 Southwest Atlantic Street in Tullahoma is where we sell used books which are donated to us by the community. Come see us, bring your books to donate, and join us as you find every genre of books that you can imagine.
We tend to lose our motivation when we have something that's chronic, but you've got to do what you can early on as you can. After I'd exercise like that, I would have a lot of energy to do housework or whatever I needed. Well, I would recommend it highly to anyone at any degree of Parkinson.
Let us champion your recovery. Life Care Center of Tullahoma.
Welcome back. At the latest Tullahoma Board of Mayor and Alderman meeting, Mayor Ray Noas introduced the honorary alderman.
At this time, we have a certificate I'd like to present. We'll be hearing more about this young lady as the meeting goes along, but we have an honorary alderman, Ms. Biftu Rega'a. Would you please stand, be recognized? And I'll be giving you a little bit more details about Ms. Rega'a as we go along this evening, but she'll be telling us some things about her activities at the school. But if you would, please come to the flag and we'll get a photo op and a certificate. Let me give you a little bit of the credentials for Ms. Rega'a this afternoon. She's on the National Honor Society, and she's Vice President, FBLA President, National English Honor Society President. She's on the Mayor's Youth Council. They've just completed evaluating about 1,200 what I like about Tullahoma essays. So she's also the junior class secretary. She's been very active in her high school career, has a laundry list of things that she's done for community service. Her academic awards are, well, quite frankly, too numerous to mention. She's indicated to me she plans to attend a couple of universities in mind that Columbia, Duke, and is considering Vanderbilt, which I highly recommended. She is she is interested in the medical profession as her father's in cardiac work in Southern Hospital. And so, Ms. Regatta, you'll have an opportunity to talk more about things that you're doing when we come to our reports from our Alderman. So we'll come back to you at that time. So again, thank you for being here. Our honorary Alderman, Ms. Regatta, and she can tell us some things that are going on in her world at the high school and some of her plans for the future.
Yes, hello. Thank you for having me here today. Regarding the high school, as many of you know, the musical is still under play. They're rehearsing a lot. It should be ready to go by early April. I'm very excited. DECA just competed about 1 or 2 weeks ago, and their students did very well. FBLA is also preparing to compete in Chattanooga in about early April as well. NHS is also looking to clean up school signs. Bel Air has requested that we help them with that, and we are going to see if there's any other need to do that in other schools, and potentially, if we can, installing some kind of like walkway between the band area and the school building, because it's a bit of a rough walk. But we'll see if that will work. We're going to meet with some landscape people in the future. Hopefully, that'll get done this year. My plans, as Mayor Noah said, I'm still deciding between colleges, but I hope to double major in molecular biology and chemistry and minor in piano performance. And I hope to become a physician scientist and really just look at public health issues and understand the socioeconomic impact of certain things on health. That can be anything from malaria in Ethiopia, to where I was born, to drug overdose in my community, right? So understanding global public health risks and then using research to solve them. I love research, I love medicine, so as a physician scientist, I can combine those two things, which I'm very excited to do. That's all I have.
Thank you, Alderman Regatta. I envy your ability to speak extemporaneously like that. I wish I had your gift. Good job. Let me tell you a little also about some of the things that's been going on in our Mayor's Youth Council, which Ms. Regatta served. They've been evaluating some up to 1,200 essays on what I like about Tullahoma. And over the next couple of weeks, we'll be going to the respective schools where we'll be awarding some 48 essay winners from those schools. And thanks to the Mayor's Youth Council for doing that evaluation. And excited to hear some of the things that our K through 5 students have to say about the schools. A lot of them say the same things I would have said if I'd been in K through 5. So I like to pass out them and places to get something good to eat. But anyway, that's going on with the Mayor's Youth Council and what I like about Tullahoma.
And we'll be right back with more news after these messages.
It's not invoice. It's not MSRP. It's not Christmas Day, although it may feel like it. It's the lowest prices in Middle Tennessee, period. Get to Stan McNabb Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram or Stan McNabb Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac before these prices are gone forever.
The individuals with dementia, those with Parkinson's, those that have maybe mobility issues, need caregivers. Well, those caregivers are 24 hours a day at home and they never get a rest. And if they have to go to work, they're kind of out of luck. So that's why Trinity came into existence 25 years ago, to allow the caregivers to have a safe center where they could put their loved ones, know they would be well cared for, stimulated, fed good nutritious meals, have activities to their level, and then the caregiver can stop by and pick them up and go on home and have some continuity into their life.
Welcome back. The Tennessee Department of Education released the final set of explainer resources about the Tennessee Investment in Student Achievement, or TISA, to provide additional details on how the proposed student-based public education funding formula would focus on the needs of each individual student and ensure they are prepared for post-secondary success. Many more informational resources are available at fundingforstudentsuccess.org, including Local Funding Overview explains how county and local governments contribute to student-based public school funding formula. Under the TISA, districts would receive more than they would under the BEP should enrollment remain stable. The website also contains a list of TISA frequently asked questions developed after conversations with directors of schools across the state. These FAQs provide more detail on implementation of the proposed formula. And the following Funding for Tennessee Future video.
Tennessee's always making headlines. Every single day it seems like a new company has decided to relocate here or expand its operations here. That comes with a lot of jobs to fill.
We have employers that call us on a daily basis looking for a skilled workforce. So for us, meeting that demand is so important for this state. We have to make sure that the jobs that are open, we're creating a workforce to fill those jobs.
Our state's future is inherently tied to education because the children that we're serving in our schools are the future of our state.
Why other time than now to move in something that could be better for students, be better for the individual, better for the person? And I think that it's the perfect time to do it. And that starts with our students. They're the next generation of Tennessee is in school right now. It's in high school, it's in college, and the next generation of the workforce.
Certainly, I think a student-based funding model in Cheatham County would better help us to address needs of all children. We really wanted to be able to offer a rich, gifted and talented program. To be able to undergird our CTE hopes, I think would just offer amazing experiences for children, help them to make better decisions as to what they want to do for the rest of their lives.
I got my start in FFA my freshman year of high school. I kind of joined FFA by chance and fell in love with the organization, fell in love with agriculture. Right now, one of the biggest things I can think of for student-based fundings is career and technical education, or CTE. I know in my county, all of our CTE students have a 97% graduation rate compared to those who are not involved in any CTE classes at all. So just right there, it shows that how these students who are gaining vocational skills and like hands-on learning are actually able to succeed more.
I think students are coming to school now with more challenges, more needs. We're posed socially to know that now there is an appetite, there is a desire to move education further in Tennessee. I think our students deserve it.
It's important that we focus on education, especially student-based education and student-based funding, so that we continue to put these students' needs first, so that when it comes time for them to take the next step and become the next generation, that they're ready and they're able to do that.
I really believe now that Tennessee is poised to place those dollars and to place an emphasis on education, to bring education to the forefront.
I feel like Tennessee is really taking the next steps to make our state even more prosperous than we have been, and leading the charge in helping students succeed in the best possible way for their individualized needs so that their future post-graduation is going to look brighter than ever.
We need to do this right now because it's so important that we put students first. By putting students first and looking at their needs, we are making a greater Tennessee.
Have you filed your tax return already? Are you wondering when you will get your refund? This video, prepared by the IRS, will tell you how to find out where's your money.
So you filed your tax return and now you're wondering, when will I get my refund? If you e-filed your return, after 24 hours, you can go to irs.gov/refund to check on its status using our Where's My Refund tool. You can also use our IRS To Go mobile app. It usually takes 21 days to get your refund after you have e-filed your return if you choose direct deposit. Remember, don't rely on receiving a refund from the IRS by a certain date, especially when paying bills or planning to make major purchases. Some returns may require additional review and may take longer. Also, if you claim the Earned Income Tax Credit or Additional Child Tax Credit, the law says we must hold the entire refund and can't issue it before mid-February. And keep in mind the processing times of financial institutions. Check Where's My Refund for your personalized refund date. Now, should you call us to find out your refund status? No, unless Where's My Refund tells you to do so. IRS representatives will not be able to give you any additional information. Otherwise, you can keep tabs on the status of your refund by going to irs.gov/refund.
We'll be right back with more News Leader after these messages.
I am tremendously blessed to be living at Parkview and very happy to be part of a loving and caring community.
Best thing you can say is this really a great place to live. That's all there is to it, no doubt about that.
It's your home. You just do what you would if you were at your private home. You know, we love it. It's great.
It's just like having a whole neighborhood around you, and it's fun.
It's just a great place to live.
Hi, I'm Fran Gray with Alzheimer's Tennessee. When you receive a diagnosis of Alzheimer's disease for yourself or someone you love, please know that you do not have to go through this journey alone. Alzheimer's Tennessee is here for you to provide support and education, all the help you may need to get through this challenge. Our number is 931-434-2348. We encourage you to give us a call. We're here to help.
I had a knee replacement, so they've got me in life care, which I'm very, very thankful for. I couldn't garden, I couldn't do my flower beds, I can't chase my little dogs. I have been in several therapy sessions for knees and back, and that's the best therapist I believe I've ever been to. It's tremendous because I'm able to walk again, but if it wasn't for the care, I wouldn't be where I am.
Let us champion your recovery. Life Care Center of Tullahoma.
Welcome back. With spring arriving this week, the Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency has prepared this video series called Nature at Home, with lots of ideas about teaching your children about the great outdoors right outside your door.
There are lots of things you can do to encourage your kids to play outside. While any kind of outdoor play is good, the real objective is to get them to play with nature.
Nature is a natural spark for the imagination. When a child starts holding things, moving things, that imagination kicks into gear.
One of the simplest things you can do is to make a patch of rough ground in your yard, a place where your kids can dig, build, hide, plant, a place they can just make their own. While it might look a bit messy, letting even a small part of your yard go wild can open up your kids to a world of natural exploration. Digging pits or dirt piles are a must. Add some small digging tools and let your kids take over.
Ooh, there's a grub. He's shiny as green.
There's bugs, there's worms. Being able to put water and dirt together means all kinds of things can happen. Frog houses can happen. Mud pies can happen.
Trees and shrubs can also feed your kids' imagination. Having a secret or personal spot where a child can sit and daydream and enjoy some quiet time outside is important too. And don't be afraid to let them climb a tree.
Just to be able to look out on the world and to feel the texture of the tree and see the bugs crawl on the tree and maybe see a bird light on the tree with them. Listen to the leaves, just become a part of it. That's an experience that is required for children.
You can also make spaces for wildlife with bird feeders, houses, or even a discovery board.
Put a piece of wood, a board down that's about 2 foot long, maybe about 2 foot wide, and leave that for a couple of days in a quiet place, and then with the child, peep under it and see what neat things might have found a shelter there. And it could be bugs, it could be worms, slugs, it could even be a lizard.
Another fun home kids can create is a hidden house for fairies.
If you want to build a fairy house, you need to use the materials that are natural, the ones that are found right near that spot. You need to bring the pebbles from nearby, the twigs, the leaves, the flowers.
Planting flowers or even a small garden with your kids will help them understand the cycle of life and will attract all kinds of wildlife, especially bugs and worms. Magnifiers and bug cages are great tools for getting a closer look at those crawly critters. And little fish nets are great tools for a hands-on experience of life in a small stream. But be sure your kids understand the importance of setting captured critters free.
I can go back. Water's fun, dirt's fun, rocks are fun, trees and branches are fun, nature's fun. Children and nature play well together.
Keep going.
While finding or making a place for kids to play outdoors is important, you've also got to give them space to play by themselves. Watching is fine, but it's best to do so from a distance. Give them some general rules to work with, then set them free to make their own decisions about what to do and how to explore the world around them. It's just another way your family can enjoy nature at home.
And don't forget to tune in to this week's Living Show tonight at 6:30 p.m., Thursday morning at 9 a.m., and Thursday, Friday, and Saturday evenings at 6:30 p.m. This week's guests include Winston Brooks, who has taken on a new position at Tullahoma City Hall, Laurel Stone, who has some information about the desperate need for foster families in our area, and Daphne Gregg with the Coffee County Library has some donation requests for their summer reading program. All that and more on this week's Living. And stay with us, we'll have your weather forecast right after these messages.
Hi, my name's Bobby Carter, and I'm asking for your vote in the Circuit Court Judgeship of Coffee County 2nd Division. I grew up in Tullahoma. I attended the Citadel and the University of Tennessee Law School. After that, I served my country as an officer in the United States Navy JAG Corps. Since then, I've been a trial lawyer in Coffee County for the last 25 years. I feel that I have the legal and life experiences to protect the citizens of this county over the next 8-year term. I would appreciate your vote in the May 3rd Republican primary. Thank y'all.
MacArthur Manor Assisted Living is passionate about creating better experiences for our Manchester seniors. Our residents describe us in a few words.
Welcoming.
When you walk through the doors at MacArthur Manor, we'll treat you like family.
Caring.
Through high standards of personalized care, we help residents live life to its fullest.
Engaging.
With a wide range of life-enriching activities, there is something for everyone at MacArthur Manor. With our residents and staff now vaccinated, call us today to schedule your safe and personalized tour.
Welcome back. We'll take a look at your weather forecast at this time, starting with your weather history on this date. Our record high was in 1907 at 85 degrees. The record low was in 2002 at 20 degrees. The average high for this day is 63 and the average low is 40. Rain and wind expected for tonight with a low of 57. Showers should be moving out on Wednesday with a high of 67 and a low of 41, and mostly sunny skies for Thursday with a high of 60 and a low of 39. And that's our News Leader Report for this evening. We invite you to join us each Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday evenings at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. for News Leader. Stay safe and have a great evening.